Hello, my name is Lorraine, and today I will be talking to you a bit about my journey into real estate and maybe give you some tips and just great information that hopefully from my experience will help you out, give you a little bit of the things that we're doing and the things that I've done through my real estate journey so far to get to where I am today. Before I started out, just a quick background. Again, my name is Lorraine, and I originally was working as a software engineer. That's what I went to school for. And while I was working at a company that does online training, where I was building their online training portal, I got a call from a great friend of mine. We both served in the Marine Corps together, and we've just stayed really close. He called me and he said, "Hey, would you meet me over at a property?" And this was back in 2017. I told him when I left work, I would definitely meet him over there because he told me that he was interested in buying a property. I didn't really understand exactly what he meant. I didn't know if he was looking for a property for himself to buy, to live in. But when I got there, he told me he was looking to purchase this property using this strategy called wholesaling, which requires no money, and he'll be able to make some profit on this. And I was really intrigued by that. He was explaining to me how that works, and it just didn't sound too legal to me. But he told me it was 100% legal, and I said, hey, if it is legal, I'm all about it. So while we were there waiting for the homeowner to show up, he started talking to me a little bit more about it, that, hey, what you would do is that you have to get a contract, you agree to a price to purchase it from, purchase a property for with the homeowner, and at that point in time, you can then sell the contract itself to a buyer for a higher price, and then the buyer will take on the cost of actually purchasing the property from the homeowner. So again, I wasn't really too clear about it. That's kind of how he explained it to me. So we were there still just waiting for the homeowner. We started looking at the property from the outside because we couldn't get in, and the homeowner never showed. So anyways, we kind of talked a little bit more, and then I came home, and then we never really talked about it anymore. To be honest with you, I kind of just went back to work, and a year kind of went by. And then I went to his house, and me and my wife were there. We were just talking to him and his wife, and then I said, hey, you still want to do this real estate thing? He says, yeah, let's do it. And I said, okay, great. Let's do it. Let's start it up right now. Let's get the business going. Let's get all we need. I said, just let me know what I need from my end. How much money I need to send you for my half, whatever the case may be, because we're going to go in as a 50% business partner. And immediately that same week, we took action. We started the business, and we got everything registered, got a bank account, and all of that good stuff in May of 2018. Now, as soon as we got that, we started taking massive action, started educating ourselves, getting as much information as we can from YouTube, just reading the website, Bigger Pockets, just different places, just getting as much information as we could to understand how this process works. And we ended up getting a real estate attorney that could at least close our deals for us, someone that we trust, someone that understands the legalities around it and all of that good stuff. And so we got someone that we trusted. My partner knew this gentleman that they went to church together, and because of that, we were able to use him to understand some of the ins and outs of it. So we started to go to the courthouse because that's the way that they told us that we could find good leads. So we went to the courthouse to find probate leads and pre-foreclosures. And funnily enough, we came across the home from the year prior that we went to look at, where the homeowner never showed. My partner recognized the name and the address, so he reached out to the lady, and the lady was like, yeah, she's actually going to go meet another investor. And my partner was like, well, we wanted to buy that house last year. Why don't you meet us? And she agreed to meet my partner. So I think they met at the mall or something like that. And he ended up getting a paper contract signed that same day. We didn't have DocuSign. We didn't have anything digital at the moment. So we just printed it out, and he brought it there and he had her sign it. Once he signed it, we were able to get access to the house. And I mean, when we walked in that house, it was just terrible. It was horrible. And in my mind, I was like, there's no way we will be selling this house. I mean, it was, disgusting. There was roaches, I had to walk like sideways in the house. I had double mask on. It was ridiculous. I couldn't even stay in the house long enough. I was like, man, there's no way we're selling this house. It wasn't necessarily the nicest neighborhood as far as price points go. But I was like, man, I don't know if we can even sell this house. She said she owed like $50,000 on the house, and it looked like it needed $50,000 in repair, to be honest with you. Anyways, we kind of went through and we got the paperwork over to the attorney. The attorney started pulling the title work, and come to find out, she owed way more than that $55,000 that we had her under contract for. And the money just started ballooning, and I was like, man, this contract price is way up there. I definitely don't think we could sell this. But my partner, being the person he is, he was like, man, you know what? I'm just gonna try to find someone. Let's see if it works, whatever the case may be. And I was like, oh, let's do it. I mean, we were this far already. So he started looking for someone to buy the property, and he came across someone. He called them and he said, hey, I got this property close to a few that you've been doing around the area. Do you want to take a look at it, see if you want to buy? And the buyer was really interested in it, and the buyer came to the table and was like, yeah, I will buy it. Right now that buyer is one of our VIP buyers, someone that we talk to a lot as well. And that buyer ended up buying that property, and we made $13,500 in less than 30 days starting our wholesaling business. So that was great. We closed our deal in less than 30 days. And right after that, we closed another deal not too long after that. It's probably less than 30 days after that as well. So, we closed literally 2 deals for over $45,000 in our first 60 days of wholesaling. And that made me a believer. So we deep dive into it. I would be at work. I would, on my breaks, I would be making calls during lunch. I would take breaks to talk to my partner, 15-minute breaks. I would be making phone calls with those breaks. It was just me and him doing it. He was running a gym at the time, and I'm working full time. So we just try to make the time work for us. And we were able to close over $250,000 in revenue for the first 6 months in the business, which was great. And in the first year, we did roughly around close to $400,000 in the first year. At that point, I did end up quitting my job because it just wasn't feasible. I didn't have the time. My job did move to a further location from where we originally were. And so everything just kind of became chaotic with me, being so far, taking a lot of time on the road, driving back and forth to work. And then he's running a gym. So it just got chaotic, and we just needed to do more in the business. So I decided that I would leave my job. So I left my job maybe about 3-4 months after we started the business, because things were just going so well, and it just was time for me to do it. So we ended up hiring a VA, and that VA started working with us. Then we hired another VA. Then business started to slow down for us. We ended up going to a educational event. I think I paid like $5,000 to go to that event, and got some really good details, but things were just not where we wanted them to be. My partner had hip surgery. We came back, things just didn't transition as we expected them, and then we started hitting some roadblocks, and that was due to the fact that we didn't have proper processes, proper systems, and different things like that. So as we start hitting those roadblocks, we try to navigate our way around it, trying to change a lot of systems and processes, and that just created more headache for us. And our data started getting dysfunctional. We had things all over the place. We changed our skip tracing service. We didn't know if it was our skip tracing service. We didn't know. We really just didn't know what was going on. And then it's just we started burning through cash. We started putting money from our own personal pocket now back into the business, just to keep the business afloat. And we were getting onesies and twosies deals here and there, but it was just not enough. At that point, we ended up firing our VA because they wasn't doing what they were supposed to be doing. We had to end up letting go our acquisition person, and it was just back to me and my partner trying to grind it out, figuring out what we need to do. Then finally, we kind of got through the rough spot. We started getting a deal here or there, and we started kind of get back on our foot. As we got back on our foot, we started kind of fixing the processes. We started educating ourselves more. We started surrounding ourselves by people in the business that understood how the business should be run, joining groups, masterminds, going to more events, just really educating ourselves, hearing from the people that are actually doing the business today, what they're doing to be successful, and we started to navigate the business. I started to take some of my technology knowledge and make sure that we had the right software, start organizing our data, making sure that our data is in the right places, make sure that we have proper reporting, actually put a budget in front of us so we know what we're spending per month, just different things like that. We just started managing the business better. And that kind of leads me into that mindset that you should have starting this real estate journey. If you're new to it, or even if you're struggling right now, the number one thing that I could tell you is just be organized. Understand, the systems, the processes, understanding where your leads go, understanding where they are, understanding what company is working for you, understanding the percentage of conversion, your KPIs, all of that good stuff is going to be well worth it. Now, you have to sit down and write out a full-blown KPI. Yeah, it may be helpful for you to do that, but again, it's just understanding where your leads are, understanding where your data is, and understanding if you have good data. So understanding the percentage of your conversion of what your money that you're spending is going to be great, because you'll know if you're spending your money in the right place. And then, we listen to a lot of people, and it's just like, I felt like we weren't being told all of the things that we needed to be told, what tools to use. Everybody talk about Podio, but with Podio, you have to get someone to build your Podio and automate your Podio. So you have to go through those processes. So for you, make sure that you align yourself with a mentor, with experienced people in this business who can help you get set up the right way, because that's the key to it. Having someone that you can call, someone that you can talk to, a group that you could go in that will give you proper advice, that is the key to your success. And if you have those people around you, you can avoid a lot of the mistakes that we made and save on a lot of money. Again, we burned through a lot of cash, and we probably could have done a lot more right now with some of that money that we burned through, having we made proper decisions in the beginning. So again, for you, when you start your business, make sure that you have a proper CRM to save your data. Make sure that your CRM is built the proper way, to make sure that your data is organized the proper way. Making sure that you have your folders for your videos and your pictures that you can share with your buyers. Making sure that you have your list broken down into proper I guess you say organize your list based on their proper criteria. So, if you have a vacant list, don't mix your vacant list with your high equity list. Make sure that all your lists are situated and organized by criteria. Then you can go ahead and look at those lists as you need to look at them. But the good thing is that you can then remove people from those lists, add more people to those lists, whatever the case may be. You can then manage your list a lot better, keeping that list, recycling that list, and doing whatever you need to do with it. And as you go along, you will learn about all of the different ways to find your motivated seller, and I will go over that in some of my future videos as well. How to properly remotely close a deal virtually. How to put the right people in the right place. Those are things that you will have to learn and you'll have to do, and I will talk about some of those in my future videos as well. But right now, it's just about your mindset. Get your mindset right. Focus on what is important. Align yourself with people in this business that is doing the business, and always stay motivated. Always put your best foot forward, and no matter how tough it gets, always get up. Always be positive and thrive. That's the biggest thing that I could tell you. If you do that, I could guarantee you that you'll be successful. Now, this is not a get rich quick scheme, so don't believe that, hey, you're gonna be a millionaire today. But if you put in the work that you need to put in, you will make those millions that you're looking for. If you organize the business the right way, if you put the right people in the right place, you will make those millions that you're looking to make. And again, it's about your finances is a key too. So just let me talk about that. Get you a proper, CPA. Get you someone that will explain to you how to properly manage your money in the business, how to properly file your taxes, what you could write off, what you cannot write off, how to organize your business structure, as an S corp or LLC, whatever you may be. Let that person help you and guide you through that. So that's kind of one of the first steps as well. Just making sure that your business is set up the right way and you have the right financial education. Because again, if we had some of that in the beginning, we probably would have saved a lot of money as well, rather than burning through a lot of those money when we hit those hard times. So again, having a good tax accountant who can write off your losses and different things like that is key. So again, it's just about education, putting the right people in the right place, have the right team behind you, and that will definitely lead to your success in this business. I hope this helps someone. And again, I am learning as we go, but I will give you as much information as I can going forward. Thank you for watching today. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you have anything that you would love for me to speak about in the future, please let me know again in the comments, and I will definitely read through them, and I will try to ensure that I can answer as many questions as possible. Have a blessed day.